Hello everyone. In this video, I'll just be reflecting over my game that I played in my last video. All I'll be doing is playing out, I'll be just explaining my mistakes that I made. But other than that, I'm mostly just going to be letting the game play out. So my first mistake was here. I should have finished scouting this side. Unless I have some plan to scout it later in the game, it's much easier to and more convenient to just scout it out now. Because if I undo the fog of war, you can see I have 4 hippos and a large gold mine there. And that's really important information to know when planning my strategy. So here's just a minor mistake. I should be, these are a bit inefficient. I should be trying to like have like probably just 2 gazelle being hunted at the same time. Because there's just a bit of too much bumping. And this villager's like all the way on the other side of the gazelle. It's not very efficient. Likewise, this granary placement was not great. I could place it more in the middle and it would make it easier to shoot the gazelle towards, all the gazelle towards the granary. Yeah, no, this is not that great. Not game ending, but it's something to just always be improving on. Same mistake here. So I'm going for a 3T town center build. So I'm just doing this. With only 4 villagers, I mean, that's a... So at this point of the game, I think I should pull some villagers off gold and put them to food, just on the hunt that my lure brought in. That would let me just have more consistent food so for villagers. And as well as if his Wadjet decides to attack this hunt, then I have some extra food in storage to keep training villagers. So it's also not very efficient with killing this hunt. So it's quite inefficient. So at this point, I should be sending villagers to wood for my 3rd town center. Because you'll notice later that I won't have enough wood for the things that I need. So I need wood for my Hippolyta, which I still haven't trained yet. I also need wood for houses, and I need wood for pickaxe, which I don't end up getting. I forgot to produce villagers from my main town center after going up heroic. Going up to the heroic age. I just canceled my villager to go up heroic, and then I forgot about it. So right now I also don't have enough wood for my market, which is not ideal, which again would have been solved by having more villagers on wood earlier. Because I'm trying to go up Mythic Age right now. So I see the rock. I still don't have my Hippolyta out, which should have been out like probably a minute and a half ago. So that wood issue is really not great. It's very easy for me to just wall this with one of my villagers here. I should have done that. Similarly to what I did on this other side. So my mythic could have been much faster, but I'm only building my market now. Just because of those wood issues again. As soon as I see these Pitsukos drop, I should be using my Ceasefire ability. Because these Pitsukos are going to end up killing multiple villagers. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just dead because of the Pitsukos. And I also ended up using my curse on some raiding units, which could have been used slightly later in the game if I just use Ceasefire now. Ideally, you use curse on military and villagers. That way you get the most value. So after starting to go up Mythic, I'm just reproducing military again. I'm not training any Prodromos, which I should. I'm only starting training them now. And you'll see that now when this fight happens, I have no Prodromos, and he has tons of cavalry. So I ended up ceasefiring here just to make sure I'm not losing units. Just building stables for map control. And I should have more walls here. And here I made another mistake. I should have cancelled, upon hitting Mythic, I should have cancelled making cavalry. That way I have population space for my Polyphemus and future Chimera. Because Chimera will do very well against him while he's not Mythic. Or as long as he doesn't have Osiris and the mummies. So yeah, this fight just doesn't go as well as for me as it should if I had Polyphemus. As well as if I had more Prodromos, these cavalry would do much worse. And I'm also idling villagers and still... Actually, I don't think I mentioned this. I should have been farm transitioning around when I hit Mythic, or a bit earlier while I was transitioning to Mythic. That would just give me more food than I have now. And that's something I'll need to do every game, so... But due to my overwhelming numbers, I still win this fight. My Polyphemus is now coming out. Although all his myth units are already dead. But he's still a very strong unit, so... That's funny. So here I start hitting the Migdol, but I should just keep fighting his units. There's no reason for me to not fight. Especially since these guys are so low HP, they're getting even more value than they should. But if I just kill these villagers here, he will have trouble remaking them. And I'm simply not doing much damage just by like damaging a building. It's much more value to kill units. Now I'm so focused on this fight, I'm still idling these villagers and not farm transitioning. So, and because of hitting this Migdol, now I just have very few units when I should have more, because his units have been killing mine. So I start doing a farm transition. I still haven't gotten pickaxe or even hand axe. And I got divine blood, which I think is a mistake. I should have just been using that favor for more chimera, because he's not in mythic age, so there's no way to deal with them. He like makes these priests, but I'm not targeting them well. If I target the priest, my chimera will live for longer. So I finally noticed these and build more farms. So again, he has another priest, I'm not killing it. This priest I'm not killing. If I kill those, my chimera will do much better. Otherwise, I can just run my chimera away. That's also an option. Priests don't do well against anything that isn't a myth unit. And I win. So probably the biggest mistake this game was not having enough wood. That made me vulnerable to a lot of different attacks that he could have done. Secondly was probably not using the ceasefire when he locused on my hunt. And the third thing was the poor fight that I took at this time, as well as not making the Prodromos and getting the Polyphemus out. Generally, this fight could have gone way smoother for me. But other than that, I did pretty well. I mean, I ended up winning. The strategy is very strong. Yeah, let me look at the civilian unit graph, just to show that like being 3 town center just gets me a lot more villagers than he does. Even despite him killing many villagers with Locust, I still am winning. And all resources total, I'm also very ahead. Yeah, I hope you learned something from this video. Yeah, have a good day.